Speaking of Killing Moon, how much do you think that the inclusion in Donnie Darko had to do with sort of the Bunnymen sort of reaching, you know?
Well, so many people have pointed it out that I think it's had a big impact, you know. Yeah. I think, especially where it was placed in the film, until the director was stupid enough to do his own director's cut and
moved it
in excess at the beginning, doing a pop song, and it was like, hang on, that's like changing the in Psycho with something Bobby Brown or something. It was ridiculous, and I lost a lot of respect for whoever he is, the director. He's done sod all since without the Bunnymen, because it was basically the Killing Moon. I must have said in some American interviews, because I've very rarely said about what Killing Moon's about. It's basically about predestiny, the whole thing, whether it's about love or war, whatever, predestiny, fate up against your will. And then he puts the Killing Moon at the beginning. The whole film is about predestiny, to me. And he's got a Bunnyman as the main dude in it, kind of walking through the site. And I think he paid us £2,000, which is fair enough, you know. Exactly. And he walked off with about 20 million.
Wow. Yeah.
But a nice one.
And then messed it up by doing the director's cut.
But that just...
But he moved it.
It was still in the song, in the film, but it was in the middle somewhere. It just didn't. The whole point, I thought, of why he used it was not because it was cheaper than the NXS song, but that's why he used it, because he obviously couldn't get the rights to the NXS song until the film had gone massive, and obviously the NXS people would have gone, oh yeah, you can have it for the director's cut, therefore, no, you know. But they presumably wanted that at the beginning in the first place, and they must have said, no, you can't have it. For that price. Go and ask the Bunnymen. I
read earlier in the year that Ocean Rain actually went into space this year, right?
Yeah.
Was it a space shuttle flight?
Yeah, it was an American PZ. Who's the American astronaut fella who?
It's called.
It's called.
He's called.
Some like slate reindeer.
So were you ever in touch with him? Did he ever speak to you about bringing the record up there? Or?
Yeah, I think he emailed Peasy and said, you know, I'm a massive fan. I've been told I can take one record up to space, and if it's okay with you, I'd like to take Ocean Rain. It's like, in excess would have said no. But yeah, he just said, yeah, sounds fantastic. And he's having photos taken of him with Ocean Rain and the whole crew, you know, on the space.
Great.
So, fantastic. And I want to ask him, because I said something on a radio, BBC radio thing, saying I'd love to know what the Killing Moon sounds like when it's basically right in front of your face, or when you're closer to the moon than you are to Earth.
Right.
Whether it is or not, it didn't matter, it sounds good.
Yeah, exactly.
But just to be listening to that floating around your tin can.
So a year ago, of course, you guys were out doing the Ocean, or soon, almost a year ago, you guys were out doing the Ocean Rain shows. I'm sure that was I've heard, I wasn't at the Radio City show, but I heard it was just amazing from people who were there.
It was my favourite ever show I've ever done.
Yeah.
From 78 to now. I've never felt that. And maybe I did, but I've forgotten, but I just felt so in it, and you know, and it's like you'd hear that story of like I was lost in the thing, but I felt like I was in the audience for the first time. I could see the Bunnymen almost, you know, and I loved the audience. I felt like they knew that I was, because I said to them, I've got to tell you, I'm loving this, like you wouldn't believe, and you know, they all, and then I said, by the way, is Billy Crystal here? I love Billy Crystal, and I said that just because I think he's fantastic. And I just thought, Billy Crystal hangs around New York a bit.
Yeah.
But, I think he might live in Los Angeles, if so, I want to invite him to, just for, de-analyse this thing.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable.
So how different is it, like, you know, being out, and I think last year was the 30th anniversary of the band as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
that's mad.
Being a part of something that for that period of time, you know, you're celebrating this landmark record.
Sorry to interrupt, but 30 years just there, and you say, it sounds all right, 20 was the one, bloody hell. And we had 9 years off for bad behaviour.
Right, yeah.
But, you know, it's pretty much 30 years of us existing. And that sounds better than 20 somehow. You know, it's like, again, we get to that point where you just think, we're a legendary band now, or a classic band. And it doesn't really matter whether it's 30, 31 or 51 from now on, as long as the music's great. And we stick to, you know, maintaining our legacy and trying to keep bettering ourselves. And, you know, and I think on this album we have in loads of ways. It's twisting off again into a different...
Is it a different kind of feeling, having a new record, fresh songs people haven't heard, and sort of being excited to have people hear this new record? Is it a different kind of satisfaction to last year where you were celebrating this, you know, obviously a landmark record? And
yeah, because I mean the reason, because this record was ready pretty much ready 18 months ago. But
so it was pushed back?
about 40 months ago. No, I just thought, I said to everyone, I want to do the Ocean Rain things first, because I just wanted to feel that feeling of singing Ocean Rain, one of the greatest albums of all time, before releasing this. You know, with an orchestra and doing the right places like Radio City, Albert Hall and Liverpool Arena. And it was a statement. It was like, you wait for this next record. Because the Ocean Rain shows I still want to do more, because we've only done, in all our career, 5 Ocean Rain shows, which is mad considering it is a classic album. And it is a good, it wasn't our idea to do that it was my idea to do Ocean Rain, but it had been done before with albums where people played them in their entirety.